Hello, welcome. So today we'll be solving this problem. Okay, so quickly, this is called the text to columns. Okay, the text to column, we can call it a function or a feature, the text to column feature in Microsoft Excel. All right, so what happens is that I have a problem with me. Okay, so when you look at this, these are the names of people, such as the first one is Gabriel Piri, and 30. So probably I'm guessing this is the full name of a person and that is the age in one cell. So one person actually told me when I was presenting this, I mentioned to say, why should you get this kind of data when you can only get accurate data? So yeah, that person was right. Okay. So in case where you can get a clean CSV file, so do that. But there are some exceptions. If you encounter this, then this one works like magic for you. So what I want here is that I want to have separate columns for the first name and for the last name and for the age. So someone would think, okay, I'll just type here Gabriel and then the last name and then the age. Well, that would be time consuming. So instead, in Microsoft Excel, it is very much easy. Now imagine I've just illustrated using a few records here, a few data sets, that is, which ends up to, I have about 6. Now imagine in a case where I have thousands, okay, and you start typing manually. I think that will give you some kind of a headache. So Excel has a way to solve that. It's called the text to columns. So simply what you do is highlight, okay, the column that has that data that you want to transform, and then navigate to the data tab. So here you see I've navigated to the data tab. Then under the data tab, again under the data tools, okay, you'll find where it says text to columns. So simply click on that text to columns, and then you see this word. Sometimes it's very difficult for me to pronounce, so it's delimited. Okay, so what it means is that this delimited simply means splits data based on a character. And that character can be a space, can be a comma, or a tab, or forward slash, or something else. Okay, so you need to identify what separates your data. So I click next here. I don't have to change anything. Okay, so is it separated by a tab? Okay, so in my case, I don't think so, but a space would do. So there are a space, yes. So they are separated by a space. Okay, maybe let's just click the tab also. Okay, so it's the space which separates my data set. Then after that, all I have to do is that, okay, before I go, there's a data preview here on the bottom. You see that the moment you select space, you can now see that you have something like full. Okay, then you have you have your data here, Gabriel, and then it has been separated in that way. But there is something wrong, okay, because I'm seeing something like uh, the full name here, the full name, since I've selected it, it has also been split. So let me just go back before I finish. I'll go back, I cancel this, I start again. So the first is that don't highlight the column header if there is a column header. So all I have to do is select my data set, okay, and then navigate to the data tab and then go to the text to columns. Okay, then delimited, as I explained, separates data based on a character, which could be a comma. In this case, what separates the first name from the last name and the age is a space in our data set. So I'll hit the next button and then I'll select space. All right, then after that, I hit next, then finish. Okay, now you can see. All right. Okay, you can see now that my data set now has been split into this, I guess, should be the first name, and this should be, so this should be the first name. All right, so I'll write first name here. So first name, okay, this should be the first name, and this should be the last name, and then this should be the age, and this should be the age. Sorry, I did that in advance. Okay, and that is all. You don't have to type manually. Thank you very much and see you in the next video.